Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to continue from previous conversation on this new library from Microsoft called Autogen. So I've been doing some reading about Autogen framework. It actually enables development of large language model backed applications, specifically using multi-agents that can converse throughout different tasks. And you can actually design an agent to invoke another agent. I think this is going to open up a whole new framework of advanced AI-backed applications. So on a high level, when we make a ChatGPT API call, you are sending in a question and the large language model give you some sort of answer back. Now, when it comes to multi-agent, we are actually thinking of the large language model API call itself as one agent. Multi-agent means that the two agents somehow talk to each other in the sense that one API call invoke another API call. And this Autogen library gives us a framework to develop those features more efficiently. So today we're going to dive into an example to use Autogen to develop code for us. So you can call it Code Whisper, or you can call it coding or programming copilot, things like that. This video will give you that concept of how that works. So let's say I'm a stock market analyst. I want to just plot a plot of some stock data, right? Let me go to my code and I want to go to my Python and I have to use Yahoo Finance to load the data, plot it, do a bunch of stuff. It's too complicated. Maybe I know how to do it, maybe not. But with the assistance of Autogen, I can run this line of code to import all these functions, and it will actually give me the structure of how to create a stock market data. So for example, I already set up this proxy agent here that is running in the Python locally, not on Docker. And I'm going to initiate a chat. So for example, I'm going to say plot the chart of NVIDIA and Tesla stock price, change YTD. As I run that, the proxy is going to trigger the conversation and it's going to give us something that it believes it's helpful. So it's going to say something like this: to plot a chart of the year-to-date stock price change for NVIDIA and Tesla, we need historical data. And here's a plan, right? So let's start by fetching the historical data for NVIDIA and Tesla. And from here, it actually gives me a text box to provide feedback. And I can actually use natural language to instruct this conversation to steer it in the direction that I desire. As you can see, this cell of code is still running, right? It has not stopped yet because it's waiting for me to enter command here. So let me just type in something to make it a little bit more interesting, right? I can say I want the code. So write the code for me. I say enter, and then it's going to try to write a code for me based on the sentence that I inputted. So, now it says, hey, this is the Python, right? Fetch historical data, and then we have Yahoo Finance, that's the package. Here's a ticker, use yahoo.download, give us all of these, and then it pack everything together. So now if you want to exit the conversation, you just simply type in exit, and then you see the cell now finishes running. So now we're kind of done. Now, of course, I'm going to show you guys the actual code, right? We copy this code that's coming from the Code Whisper or the Autogen pilot. So I just ran this code and it turned out that we have a value error. It says that cannot set a data frame with multiple columns to a single column YTD change. It actually says that it comes from line 12, which is here. Now, in the old days, I will have to go in here, check the data type, check the structure, check the dimension, to make sure that whatever it is that we're defining here, that we're calculating here, matches the premise of what I want to add here as an additional column in this data frame. So let's see how we can use Copilot to fix this. So perhaps I could rerun this code, write the code for me to create a time series plot. So let's see if this works. And there you go. So hopefully this video sheds some lights of this Autogen library. And as you can see, it's not perfect. You do have to make a couple of calls to get to what you want, or you can design better prompt to get to what you want. But I believe the ability is definitely there. It definitely has potentials. And hopefully this video is interesting for you guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.